All right, what up, everybody? Excuse me, I was wolfing down a taco because I ain't ate all day. That's a loud-ass washing machine. All right. Let's not waste no time tonight. We got big things popping. There we go. Charts moving everywhere. What I have to do first. I don't even want to look at that sorry-ass chart named CRV. It's just going to make me mad. So, let's just get this over with. The old CRV shot. God almighty. All right. Whew. Hey, what's up, Jude? Hey, Sam, Frank is Daniel. It's the same dude. He just likes to be bipolar with two names. All right. All right, let's do some charting. What do you say? Plenty of people are going to jump on in. There's only 6 of us on here now. That's fine. I'm a little bit early, but I was trying to get everything planned out and worked out to make it happen exactly when I got home. It was close. Not exact, but it was close. Sam automatically says link. What about link? What you want me to do about it? Let me fix this camera a little bit right there, maybe. Is that almost better? Let's see. That's better. Girlfriend's shorter than me, so when she uses the computer, she's got a different angle. All right. Let's see. Link. Oh, yeah. How you doing, ladies? All right. What do I see from Link? Nothing great yet. Let's get this standard little indicator off. Get the big boy indicators on here. I had a steak, chicken, and sausage taco. Man, that thing was on point. That was good, man. Now, hopefully that damn fireball don't play well with that. Don't play too bad with that grease. Y'all will know soon enough. All right. So, it appears that so far we haven't done anything crazy on Link. Still pulling down, nothing bad. It's actually a decent retracement. Neither target has got hit that I've got highlighted up here, which would be $7.99 or basically $8, and then $7.65-ish. Neither one got hit, but it's right. It appears like it's going to S1 anyway. And if it's going to S1, then I'm going to assume it's going to the 200 EMA. Moving average on the daily. Hasn't hit the 200 since I bet March. Right? Right here, April. Hasn't hit the 200 since April. 6 months. It's been over the 200 without touching it. It's going to hit it, okay? Just let it ride. So that could be as low as 730. Could be lower. We don't know quite yet. Link has been ahead, much like VET has been ahead. So when I say ahead, I mean over resistance and over support. Some coins haven't even got there yet. Link has been out front, moving the ball down the field. Real quick, let's say hey to everybody. What's up? Sam, Frank, Jude, what's up? Who else is on here? I can't really see because it's all lurkers from there on out. At some point, I got to put this other shit in the washing machine, too. Maybe I'll do it when we're done. Because chores are never done, really. Are chores ever done? I don't think chores are ever done. So, yeah, Sam, I'm right here with you on Link. Man, I don't see it doing anything crazy yet. Indicators are just rolling over on bearish even harder here. The zero lag just barely crossed over. I got a sell signal on the zero lag. It appears that the RSI is below 40. I know what that means. Bearish. All right, here's 40. Yep. Okay, that's bearish. Hey, what's up, Mr. Fib? I hope you got that big-ass list ready. Because this list was like 40 coins deep. So let's see. Maybe we can come up with a plan, though. I was thinking about driving home. You can't do anything else in the middle of the country. Don't have any phone service. Just driving around. And it's amazing how many people at night, in the middle of nowhere, drive down the road. And you can't use your bright lights. What's up with that? How many people could possibly be out that late on backwoods country roads? And I can't use my bright lights, so I don't hit deer and shit. Crazy. So yeah, for sure, Sam, I want to see it come down here at least 8. But like I said, I'm assuming S1. Minimum of S1. This could just, stall out at the 200. We don't really know yet. We're going to have to really eyeball this one because Link is kind of a front runner. It's out ahead of most other charts as far as being on top of support and on top of resistance. VET. Everybody's been asking about VET. Boy, she came on down there, but she didn't. Look, hey, looky there. How you doing, big girl? Damn. Do it for me. Look at there. Man, look. Hey. When you know, you know. Okay? When you know, you know. Look at that right there. When you know, you know. That's a yeet at 1618. Perfect. 1618. I don't want to hear it. I hit that target box perfect. Now, could you buy right here? Yeah. But I'm going to warn you, buying right here is extremely touchy. Okay? Extremely touchy. You're begging for it because we're under the 200. We're under the 8. We're under the 21. We're under trend. We're under the 50. We're under the 100. Understand that this is going to be a very, very tight leash on VET. A very tight leash. As a matter of fact, since we've already hit 1618, let's pull it the other direction and see if that's the bottom. I mean, let's just assume for a minute it's the bottom, and see, could this be the point where we come back and reverse? I always pick this shit here that I don't want to use. It's like I wish I could move fib retracement up to the top right here, but I can't. It won't let me. But I would if I could. I'll do this shit right here. Let's start here and come down. Let's see how far we get. We still didn't hit S2. We came close. So it may fiddle around down here and come down to S2 and do its thing. It looks like, okay, here's some foreshadowing, everybody. That's more like it there. Okay, so maybe here. VET's a little twitchy on its wicks. But it appears that, let's see, we got S1 is where the 8 EMA is. So I'm going to bet you we're going to get up over at the 8 EMA here at some point and run back towards 786. But I don't think we'll get there because we have these monthly fib lines right here. These are monthly lines. I don't think we're going to get there. I think we're going to hit the 21. So if this does come up, I think it's going to come up here and hit the 21 and bounce back down. You know what I'm saying? Like this. Over here somewhere. 21's going to meander around here. Maybe hits the 21 and gets over it. Maybe it doesn't. But I think it's going to meander around and hit that damn trend line again. I wouldn't buy anything just yet. I know you can try to scalp this. I get it. People like to scalp. I'm just so leery of scalping right now, man. It's such a touchy game. Such a touchy game trying to scalp. I don't hate it. But man, it's tight. It's going to test the 200 for sure. I'm almost positive it's going to come back up here and test this 200. So if that happens, most likely it's going to get over it. Because it's a quick flash. Like, for the weekly, that's nothing. So, I mean, for sure it's going to hit S1 again. Maybe break it, maybe not. We'll see. Maybe this got a little bit more down in it and then up. Okay, well, we'll have to watch this one a little closer and see what happens. I'm not sold on VET being done yet. Because if we go bigger here, we can see that. Let's just erase this. We know the monthly stuff's in there. I can put it back. Like, this is going to be weekly, I bet. Yeah, it's going to be weekly. So, here, up. Okay, yeah, look. If we look at the weekly, we're coming down to 89. Because, see the 50 EMA rolling right here? Rolling its way up. And the 1414 is sitting there waiting to get hit, but it hasn't got hit yet. Only the 1272 has, because that was R1. All right, I bet you this is going to come down and hesitate and then come down here and hit the 50 and catch the 50 for support. Hasn't done that yet. Over R1. Weekly downtrending. It's breaking bearish. Breaking 40. It's heading toward 40. It's still over. Okay, yeah, this VET can come down some more. I mean, it just, even though it's at R1, I believe it's going to break R1 and then get back over it. You know what I mean? We're going to get a little price action of over and down here and then up. That'll give the MACD a chance to turn back around. That'll get the RSI down to 40. And I bet you the stochastic RSI will just be way down there. Let's look and see. Stochastic RSI. What do I got? Hold up, I got 3. Finally got 5. Oh, I double clicked it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, see the stochastic on the weekly? It's way down. This isn't going to stay down too long. See how this stayed down here? Okay, this is going to stay down, but not too long. And we're going to get some movement off here. So I bet you that 0089 is the absolute floor. And see, this is what I just did. I just didn't look for this thing to reverse already. I'm expecting it to go down some more, even though it's went down a lot already and rapidly. You need to understand that VET went up rapidly too. Okay, so what goes up must come down. Let's be realistic here. Let's be realistic. Let's see. That's just what I see there. That's just what I see. I don't want to be pessimistic or anything, but that looks like it to me. By the way, I got the stream a little fixed up here. I got the Assassin's logo in the corner down here. I've got hyperlinks now for the t-shirts. I've got hyperlinks for TradingView in there. I didn't put the Discord on there because it keeps making me say put a new one, which is annoying. I have to put a new one every time, but whatever. We can talk about maybe making another Telegram group too. That's not necessarily the Assassins, but that's up to y'all. We'll figure that out. That way we can give out Telegram information too. Really up to y'all though. I don't really, one way or the other. I'm happy with what we have with 50. I mean, that makes me happy. Hey, what's up, Jeremy? Good to see you, brother. Cuzzo. Anyway, 0089. I think that's the absolute floor for VET. And I bet you real quick that if we come from here, where this last weekly line was, right here. I got some wicks touching. I got a wick. I got this over here. Yeah, let me see. We pull a line from here. We'll see how far back it comes. I bet you that pink box is going to be in a spot where we'd like to see it. Look at there. Yep. Okay, so anywhere between here, really. Man, it's already did a 786. It might be done. That's the thing. What if it's done already? This might be done. So this might be the... Man, that's tough. I don't want to say it's done. That's y'all seeing what I'm seeing, right? Y'all see what I see, right? This is already hit 786 right here and 886. And then there's a support line here. So maybe this comes down to 886. 88.0088 would be the somewhere around this pink box is the floor, whatever. Inside this pink box, that's what I'm seeing. That's tight. That's about as tight as I can get it because I don't want to push it too far. I don't want to push it too far. It looks like we're over all the moving averages too. So can't see the 200 up here, but I'm pretty sure it's under here and we're over it. Let's have a look. Let's maybe pull up a different one with a 200 average on it. This one doesn't have a 200 MA either. Come on, man. Give me something with some data. No 200. Where the data at? Where the data at? Still no 200. Why is it so complicated to find the damn 200 moving average chart? Still no 200. Man, the hell with it. We ain't gonna find it. I could go to Coin Trader, but it ain't, the 200 isn't even an option on there at first. So, no thanks. What's up, Darth? All right, Mr. Fib. Here's my idea. All right, I seen that huge list you had, and what we were talking about earlier was, and KG brought it up too. Um, how much do we put in each coin, and how many coins do we buy into? Right? How far do we stretch this out? Well, I think it's a two-part answer, or maybe even three parts, but for sure, two parts. First part would be how much money do you have? Because the more you have, the more you can afford to diversify. Okay, those with smaller stacks like myself, you're going to want to be in less spread out modes. It's okay to spread out, but you're not going to be able to be in 50 coins. Let's just be realistic. But someone who had $1 million could be. Okay, you can't do that. So we need to temper our expectations a little bit on how hard we're going to be able to diversify. So I know how much he has in this, and I don't want to say to people that's not cool. So I know he's going to want to diversify some. So I would say look on that list, Mr. Phibb, and tell me the ones that you have the best feeling about, that you are like locked in on, and you're going to buy them no matter what. Tell me the ones that you're going to buy no matter what. And what I want to do is I want to group these, okay? And I want to make a list and group them. And when we have them grouped, we can decide which ones are at what point, and we can decide how much or how little to put in them. Does that make sense? Like that. That way we can come up with a better grouping. What Darth just said is important. Either low or big bags, doesn't matter. Still got to watch the chart, every single one, like an assassin, because what we're seeing is some of these charts are moving at different times, okay? They're just moving at different times, and different things are happening, and we got to be like watching, especially the ones that we like, okay? You may have a favorite coin. There's nothing wrong with having a favorite. Just don't get attached to it, okay? Don't be attached to anything. Nothing worth being attached to. I know some of this stuff's going to be on his list. So let's create a new list here. Mr. Phibb list. Link.zealband algo theta. Okay. Link. Link dot Zeal band algo theta. Okay, band. And we got algo. Then we got theta. Okay. You also said 1. Okay. All right, though, that's 6, 7 that we got that you're for sure going to be in. Now let's be hypothetical here. And hey, I sharpened that with my knife, not a pencil sharpener. Let's go. Because sometimes you just got to break it out and write stuff down. I think that's sometimes best. So we for sure got 7 already. Let's be hypothetical and say you had 100 grand. And we already have 7 for sure. All right. Let's see if we can get that picture you posted up so that I can see it. I mean, I'm pretty sure I can find it. Yep, there it is. Okay. So you've got 48 total. Okay. All right, so here's what I like to do. Darth, can you take a couple of these, Sam, can you take a couple of these and let's split them up and see which ones are ahead, which ones are behind, which ones are DeFi, that kind of stuff. And let's group them here. Can you take, Darth, can you take Seller, Pearl, SNX, RSR, and Ample, AMPL. So Darth, you take, and then we'll split these up just to make it go faster. Seller, Ample, RSR. Then we got Pearl and SNX. If you'll take those 5, Darth, I'll write them down here in the Telegram so you can see them. That's going to be SNX, PRL, AMPL, RSR, and SNX at Darth. You'll look up those 5, Darth, and then just type it down here and see what you see. And then I'll read it back, and then we can kind of cut through them and see which one's which, just if you can kind of group them real quick. And then I'll group them over here in the thing. I'll group them over here, depending, after we figure out what's what. Sam, if you'll take TRX, Cosmos, which is Atom. No, it's Cosmos. I'm sorry, just Cosmos. Ontology, Kava, and Lind. So Sam, I'll tag you over here in this. You take Lind, Kava, Ontology, TRX, and Cosmos. We are a group here, and we do shit together. These guys are just as good as I am at this. I just wanna see how it looks. Monthly orange, gotcha. We'll do that too. Let's do monthly orange. Weekly pink. For anyone who's never seen us do this before, seen me do this before, this is how I do it all the time. This is how I do this all the time. Sure, Sam, no big deal. Just do it whenever you can, because we've got so many here to look through. This is how I do this all the time. I'll look at something. I'll see how much resistance or support it has. I'll see how much percentage it has. I'll see where it's at on the chart, and then I decide whether or not it's worth buying or not. Okay? Simple as that. And then I'll make up a determination of whether I like one this better or that better, and if I like that better, I'll take it. Okay? Not that complicated. But I'm going to start with the ones you got up here. So Link. Okay, let me pull it up on CoinTrader too, just to get it up here, and just in case I need to. Okay, Chainlink. Come on. There we go. Monthly Chainlink is ahead. Way ahead. Alright. Looks like I got the same coin, Atom and Cosmos, and 911. Gotcha, I thought that was the same. I just wasn't sure because I can't remember all these ticker names. Alright, then we got DOT. DOT is interesting because it doesn't have much of a fractal. It's like not much there. So, because there's not much chart on DOT, okay, that leaves me pause, okay? That's just how I work. And I know you like Polkadot, but seeing that there's not much there makes me take a step back, okay? And Zeal, we know about Zeal. It's made a move already, but it's still got room to go. Yeah, Zeal. Okay. Real quick, let's pull some lines on Zeal. I already had these on there and I deleted them. Because I'm an idiot. Everybody knows that. So we got one there. We have for sure one up here. And then we'll have one down here most likely. Right there. One down here. Okay, now from the June 19 area where we've seen a lot of these things take a move and do their job. Here. June 19. As you see, it's farther along than some others, but still has more room to go. It looks like 1272 or 1414 is going to be a target here for Zeal. Even when it does go, it's not going to launch. It's already done its big move, I think. And it's going to need to take a break, a breather. Let's move this box up here, though. So, to 1414, because we've seen other ones do it. It's 275%. That's not so great. I mean, if you want to be in it, that's fine, because it's kind of forming a pennant right here. Going to step over for another little bit and then make a move. If it can find support here. If it can find support, great, because then we're going to be over support, which is a buy sign, but we're getting sniped out right here. I don't like that on Zeal. So Zeal, I'm going to leave on the ahead list with Link, but I would rank Link higher. So ahead 1 for Link, and then Zeal, I would say ahead 2. A level 2 ahead coin, because they're both on my list of coins that are ahead. Right, we'll get to that, no worries. We'll get to that. Then we got Band. Band is way ahead. I'm going to put that with Link. I said way ahead. It's going to have to come down more, as a matter of fact, I think. Not that much, though. But it may do a zap where it comes and gets, flutters out right here. So I'm going to make Band ahead number 2. Because I'm not positive on this one. I don't like how high it is already. It's out in front of everybody. And we don't want to buy coins that are out in front too much, okay? The reason is, number 1, the coins that are out front, way ahead of out front of everybody, they're going to react the fastest. And they're going to give us a little bit of a future tail on what the others do. And rather than try to catch those, while their gains are good, if we can catch them, great. But if we can't, that's all right, because we're going to see what other coins are doing at a similar time in their own chart, okay? Once we get to that point on their chart, here's what they may do. Does that make sense? That's why I think this is a long, drawn-out thing. I don't think this is going to, things are just going to launch through the roof. I don't see that at all. I'm going to tell you now, I like Algo a lot. I like the chart. I like the fact that there's hardly any resistance here. This is a winner in my opinion. There we go. Yeah, Algo's a winner. 8,500% to 10,000%. I'll take that with very low resistance. Algo is a definite. Okay, Algo is a definite. We're just waiting for the bottom. I think the bottom is going to be around. Hang on, I'll tell you. Me and Dustin were just talking about this. Yeah, I think the bottom's going to be between 22 and 20.7, somewhere around in this box right here. That's the bottom on Algo, in my opinion, and from there we're all up. This will reset the moving averages and give them time to come over here and flatten. This will tighten up the bands and give us a really good look. This is the same chart that I published to TradingView, And it looks scary because I got so much stuff on there. But if you take it off, some of it, you can kind of see a little bit better. It's doing its thing. It's a head and shoulders. It's under the trend line. It's trying to find support. Algo is a definite yes. A definite yes. It's already a number one to me. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you One Harmony is the same way for me, okay? One Harmony, I feel like exactly the same. I'll show you here. There's a little bit more resistance on One Harmony. But not much, okay? And the gains are still really, really good on One Harmony. Plus, it's on Binance US, which makes it even easier to access, right? So they kind of take all those factors into account. And I guess I got the damn stupid mouse back in here because the other one's in there, and I was in a hurry. I mean, it's still 4,000% with low resistance. I think that One Harmony, once it gets moving, will be out front of others. And it'll be out front of others, and it'll be one that we get out of first. Because I think I think One Harmony is going to be, you know, like a out in front, get out kind of thing. So I'm going to put Algo and One Harmony as ones. And that one is going to mean good percentage plus get out soon, okay? So I like both the ones in green right here on my list already. Link, I'm going to make, it's in a head coin, but it's not a number one, so let's do orange. Same thing for dot. And then we can refine these if we need. And then band was the same way. All these were two. We didn't like, well, dot we didn't know about. Dot I didn't do anything. I'll leave it off. Theta, I know it's ahead. We know it's out front, but how far? Let's see. Okay. As you see, it looks like RSR. Doesn't it? You see how far RSR's come down? RSR's come way down here. And Theta hasn't done that yet, but it doesn't have support here on the monthly except way down here, okay? It may come down there to find support before it goes again. So Theta is out front in my opinion. Made a 1414 hit. Maybe we can get down lower and look a little closer here and see. Maybe we can refine our look. I know this is tempting to want to be in these coins that have taken off, but we don't want to buy green. We want to buy red. And I say that we want to buy red because buying red ensures we're going to get an up. And green doesn't always ensure we're going to get an up, okay? Real quick, let's just pull the fib on it. Yeah, see, it's a double 1414 right there. That's going to come down. Alright, could it come down to here? It may come all the way down to 516, 52, 51, somewhere around in there. This orange line here, 5152. But it's ahead. Only it's been a good performer. But I'm going to put it behind Link because Link has already had a chance to come down. So let's rate it. First, Algo goes up here. One goes up here. Okay, then we got Dot we don't know about. And Theta goes under Link. Okay, and then Zeal is over band. Like that. And then Theta is also going to be a 2 because it's out front. Alright, charts. Dar's got us a seller chart up here. Let's see, seller. Yep, looks like a nasty pullback on seller. Oh, goodness. Yeah, targets of 0018 and 0035. Okay, if that's the case, let's look. And that's weekly, right? Yep. I see what he sees. All right, so the good news is this is a similar chart to Algo, or no, a similar chart to One Harmony, where it came up and couldn't quite break. This is what gives me not so much pause on these other coins, because you're seeing this move where it hesitated and it come up here and hit this resistance zone. We just got a bunch of coins that haven't done this yet. They've come up here and stopped right here instead of coming all the way up. And they're going to go. It's going to take a little bit longer now. We just have to give it more time. And they're going to come up here and do their thing. I like Seller. It's got some lines to get through now because it get checked back down, you know. I'm with Darth on this one. I like his lines. Yep, he's right. It could be at the sniper line already, but it might not be. That's the problem. You're looking at maybe 38. 38 flat. 0038 flat on Seller. Write this stuff down too, Mr. Field. 0038 flat on Seller. Maybe a good target to buy. And at that point, you can try and ride it. But I would put this. Is it a 1? There's too many lines for a 1. It's not an ahead coin, but it's not a 1. So let's give it. Let's give it a better rating than some. How about blue for good percentage returns, but not ahead of others? But it is ahead, but it's come back down a lot. So I would say it's farther back in its retrace, which is good. It's good that it's farther back in its retrace because it's going to give us more to make. I'm going to tell you to put Myth on there because Myth has got the most crazy gains on the chart of anywhere. Okay? It's just not ready to buy yet. Myth is going to be a clean, easy 1. Don't even have to look at it. It's the craziest numbers of any chart. We're just waiting on it to fall down to the bottom. Okay, when Myth hits the bottom, that needs to be on your list for sure. So I've done those. He's working on that one. Oh, you got it on here. I see it now. OMG is out front like others. Dash. I've got Dash on my list. Let's look at Dash. Oh. Okay. Dash USD. Goodness, Keith. All right. It looks similar to XRP in the fact that it's got a similar fractal, but it has slightly less resistance, which I like. I have as much Dash in my ready bag to buy some as I have XRP. If that makes you, if that tells you anything. Which is some, but I'm not pinning my hopes on it. So we got lines here, right here, right here. Yeah, okay, we got a good many lines on Dash. It's got good percentages available. I can go ahead and tell you that. It's going to take a while to get there. Yeah, I mean, it's 25,000% to the top. But let's look at June 19. Yep, same setup as some others. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 4, 1, 4. You got about 450, 500% in here, which is good. That's good. I would make this a 2. So Dash would be a 2. Good, not great. But it's good enough to have, I think, for sure. We'll give it a blue mark. All right, I'm going to stop because I don't want to have too many. Exactly, 25,000 to the top. But Myth, that's what I'm saying. Myth has, similar shit. But it's only bigger, though. Right here we go June area. Okay, listen, that's the June area, down and up. 1414 is basically all-time high on Myth. That's what's crazy. That's 7,000% just back to where all-time high is on Myth. That's not the whole thing. That's just back to all-time high. And then when we look at all-time high, I mean, my God, it's astronomical numbers. Depending on the spot you measure from, whatever. But, I mean, it's over 1,000,000%. It's stupid crazy. It's stupid crazy. I believe the numbers like up here are 3. That's the reason. I can find it on CoinMarketCap and get the exact number, but I've already measured this a few times and found like 1,000,000%. Yeah, there you go. That's it. 1.3-ish, 1.4-ish, whatever. Way up there, 1,000,000%. Okay. So, yeah, the thing I sent is, I'm going to show you this. Where did I send it to? Did I send it to Discord? Oh, I sent it to Twitter. Let me pull up Twitter real quick. I'm going to send you to... Right. Let's see. I deleted a bunch of messages today. I didn't even look at them. I just deleted them. No, I didn't send it here. I sent it to Discord. Let me look on Discord. I'll just share that picture. Right? And the picture is easier to look at. Nope. Here it is. Copy link. There you go. Paste. Yeah, it's just the stupidest, craziest stuff, but you know, I mean, I wrote down the little marks there. It's good. I've got 3 lines for you to mark out and find points of interest there that you like or you want to buy or sell at. But the link's there. You can look at it. Myth is obviously on my list. Now, here's the thing. I don't want to tell you too many more coins. And the reason I don't want to tell you too many more coins is because at some point you got to stop and actually get in these. So, on the list right now we have, I gave Darth Ample, RSR, Pearl. Let's add those. Ample, AMPL. And then we'll do RSR. And then we'll do Pearl. And I already got Seller. The Darth just did. Okay. Let's see. Right. What did Darth just said about Myth was it's a dollar cost average thing. So with Myth, I've got zones right here. I'll just like quickly highlight them for you so you can see. Like this will be one of the zones here where I sell and rebuy. Come on, mouse, don't do this to me. There we go. Like this will be like a sell and rebuy. Okay. I'll wait for the retrace, and then this will be the same thing up here. I'll wait for it, I'll sell, and I'll rebuy, and then let it go to the top. Okay. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I want to limit my time where the chart goes sideways or down. Okay. I'm going to limit that. I'm going to take that money and move it somewhere else until the chart's ready to come back where I want it. Okay. Then I'll put what I had back in there, and that money I have been used somewhere else until then, and then I can move it back in there. Okay. This take profit, that's what I'm doing. Take profits, wait, and then rebuy. And ride it up. Take profits, wait, rebuy, ride it up. Over and over and over again, okay? That's what I want to encourage everybody to do. Don't get crazy with it. Just, a couple. Nothing to get wild on. Yeah, that's why. I'm sorry. It's got bad resolution. It's Discord, man. But I'll send it to the group. That'll be easier. There you go. Good resolution on that one, I think. Yeah, but there, you can see it there. I got 3 bars way up top, which are up here, and those are my take profit lines. Ample. We haven't looked at Ample. Just real quick. But the thing is, I want to say real quick. Also, avoid the chop. What EJ just said. It's a great idea. You want to avoid the sideways shit. Avoid the chop. We don't want to get away from that. When it's going sideways or down, we want part of that. We just want to back away from that and find something else. Don't get emotionally attached. If you think it's going sideways, well, dude, there's 3,000 coins. Don't worry about it. You have 48 on this list. One goes sideways, just find a different one. If you got 100 grand and I got 3, 6, 9, 12, 13 coins, if I did the math, that's it's going to be less than 10 grand in each coin. Or more like 7 grand in each coin. So let's do this. Let's do 100 grand divided by 13. Will be about $7,500 in each coin. Now, I don't think that's a good idea. Some of these don't have as good as liquidity as others. What we know that does have liquidity is One Harmony, Algo, Myth. They got liquidity for days. So those ones, I'm going to tell you to put what you want in those and just watch very carefully and set your stop losses. I wouldn't worry once I got in those about those doing well. So then just, like I said, set a stop loss. And if it trips you out on your stop loss and you lose 100 or 2, listen, that's part of the game. You rebuy and set a different stop loss. And you keep doing this until you get it, okay? It's part of the game. You're looking at massive gains and small losses, okay? I know those small losses suck, but you can't get emotional about it. Just got to take it on the chin and move on. So those 3 for sure. Whoops. Ample's got a funky looking chart, and I really hate to tell you to buy that. RSR I've been looking at. Yeah, man. Looks like it's got some more down in it. All right. Darth just put us another chart up, too. Here, let's see, somewhere in here. Boy, RSR looks rough. God almighty. Find me something else. Oof. And I believe there's a full RSR chart in here. Yeah, look, see, there's much more data. I can get rid of this. And I can look and see that we need a line here. Yeah, look, we're working down toward this line. 0067. The thing is, RSR is ahead. It's already done its big move. Its big retrace. So is there more in this? Yes. But it's kind of like band and link where you're going to have to wait a little bit. And once it finally does go, it may take a little bit to get up over here, but I would have less in this one than I would the other 3. Although it's up top and it's already ahead, I worry about these coins that are ahead, okay? I worry about putting too much in the ones that are already ahead. I think that's risky, okay? I don't like the risky. I want to reduce risk. I thought that's the whole point. Reduce risk. All right, seller. Yep, already got that one. Let's see. SNX. Yeah, SNX already made its move. It's coming back down. Don't buy SNX. It's not time. I'll take SNX off the list. For now. We'll look at them right here in a second, Jude. I like it. Let's see. I'm taking SN. I don't even have SNX up there. Good. So that's off the list. Pearl. The Perlin coin. It's made its... Nope, hasn't made its move. It got rejected. So it's got room to go. It got a 786 kick in the nuts. Alright, let's see how far down it can come. Okay. We're looking at 017 or 013 on Pearl. And the returns are... going to be good. Measure it here. Returns, let's just say 019 was the bottom. Yeah, you're looking at 3,000%. I like Pearl. Pearl should be up there too. Pearl would be a 1. Okay, add Pearl to the top one. ZC decreed. What is that? Oh, what's on there? Alright. Decreed looks like it's ahead. Way ahead. Oh, that's 16. Never mind. Never mind, it's not. It's behind. Come on. Right, about there. And somewhere around in here for June. I'm not sure about the gains here. It's still coming down. So let's say here. One four 500. I'm not sure about Decreed. I don't like Decreed as much. It's got a very similar chart to Monero, which is slightly better than XRP, which is not good. So it's still in a downtrend. It's an under trend. I don't know. I don't like Decreed yet. I don't like this one. Not yet anyway. It needs to come up more before I would buy it. Zcash. Boy, that thing's in a tank. Same spot. We got rejected at 786. We're not done coming down yet. We need to come down more on Zcash. Well, let's put that back. I want a target box. Right in here. Man, I didn't click that. There's my damn it. About a damn better target box. Now, there we go. Now we can see how far it's going to pull back, and then we'll see the returns. So from the bottom up. Fucking mouse. And from there up. About right. Okay, that would put us coming down to about 45. Boy, that's a long way. Zcash is about to hurt some feelings. 45, 46 bucks for Zcash before it turns around again. Zcash is not a buy. And that would be, if it come down to the 50 line, 367%. Nah, Zcash is not good enough to put on the list. I don't like Zcash. That's correct, Darth. That's how I typically do my lines. But everybody does them a little different. No sweat. Yeah, okay. SNX, yeah, it's all down 400 feet. You see, I don't like SNX as much either. So SNX, I would say no. Yeah, what Darth just said in that chat right there is all those red boxes are theoretical bottoms. So we don't even know what the bottom is exactly, okay? So I don't like those when we have to guess at the bottom. I don't want to guess at the bottom. I don't like that. I don't like that. Ethereum, real quick. I don't like the ETH chart, by the way. I'm going to go ahead and tell you, Jude. And the reason is because ETH is a legacy coin and the gains aren't that good. It's just everybody knows that one, so they all want to get it. All this Ethereum 2.0 crap, I don't care. I don't care about none of that. You haven't proven anything to me except that you're the second highest priced one. Not even anymore, because YFI is like 30,000 or some bullshit. But you know, it's the damn DeFi coins, man. Alright, so we haven't finished the run on Ethereum, and we started a pull down. Is that correct? Or did we do something else? Did I miss something? Okay, I got you. So we did make a good run. Okay, so Ethereum has some lines here that we need to mark before we can actually find the price action. And the price point of that price action right there's, son of a bitch. Right about here, that's going to put us here, here, and here. I like it. It's most likely the line we're going to look for at 295. Boy, that's going to break some hearts. 295. I don't know if it's going to go that far or not. Let's look at the weekly again. That seems like a long way back. Yeah. About, yeah, about right there. Okay, so we're slipping under resistance now. Man, I mean, maybe that ain't so far-fetched. How much is that? Oh, yeah. No, you're good. 295, 294 on Ethereum is what we're looking for. It's ahead. And then once it hits that, let's measure that and see if we can find out the price point. If it were to go from the top down to 295 and then reverse, then we would be looking at between, man, dude, every time. Yeah, see, that's only 100%, man. That's why I don't like Ethereum so much, because there's just not as much gains in it. Look, I mean, that's only 120%. That's 120%. The other ones were far ahead. So I would say no to Ethereum also. No thanks. April made wheat butter with my trimmings for the last year's harvest, and then made chocolate-covered strawberries and chocolate-covered blueberries. They're fucking delicious. That's pretty good. All right. Now, Mr. Phibb, we talked about this. So if you took, we got 4 here that are greens, okay? 4 that are greens. You put theoretically $5,000 a piece in, okay? Put that up there. So we've got 20K in Algo 1, Myth, and Pearl. Okay. That's 20 grand total. That leaves you 80 to go. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to put in. And that's going to be like $900 or $9,000 each. Let's see. Yeah, it's roughly $9,000 each. So you know, you come to this point where you say, man, how much am I going to put in this? How much am I going to put in that? And that's tough. So because we know Link is ahead, if you wanted to do 9 in those, you could. Or you could do 10 in these each and make this 40. I'm just being hypothetical here, okay? So this would be 40. That will leave us 60 grand left. And 60 divided by 7 would be much better prediction. I like that much better, okay? So 60 grand. And you did that by only 7. Right. Okay, that's much better. That's much better. Okay. That would leave you 6,000 each in all the rest of them. But you could do it different than that. You could do, theoretically, because you know Link's ahead and you like Zeal, you know, you do 15 in each one of those. You do 15 in each one of those. That's 30 plus 40, 70. You got 30,000 left to put in all the rest of them. Theta, Band, Dot, Ample, RSR, and Link. That's $1,800 each in the rest, I want to say. I'm pretty close on that. That's 70, at least 40. Divided by 5. That's 8 grand each for the rest of them. So you would have seller getting 8 grand. You'd have Band getting 8 grand. And you get the idea of what I'm saying here. The point is you would greatly spread out your money here, and you would have less risk. You could change these numbers to whatever you want, by the way. You can make it, 15 grand in algo or whatever. I don't give a shit what you want to do. You maybe want to spread this out to $1,000 each, but I think the more you have, the more you can afford to risk. And us regulars or simpletons have far less to go. Okay, so like I'm gonna do $100 and $200s, where you may do 1,000 and 2,000, because your risk and reward is much higher than mine. I'm still making some rewards. I'm just not gonna make as much as you are, and you're gonna make it faster too because you're gonna have a larger chunk in there. A rule of thumb on Forex is never being more than 3 trades at a time, but those are all leverage trades. So let's say you double that. That would be 6 trades at a time. Never be more than 6 at a time. So I think it's important to look at these and say which one of my long holds that I'm just going to let ride. And I think like Link and Zeal would be some of those that you wouldn't try to sell and buy and sell and buy. Remember also, the more of these that you're in, the more selling and buying you're going to have to do if they start to retrace, okay? They're going to start to retrace. You're going to go, oh shit, now I got to get out of 10 of them. Like that's complicated. This leaves us in a pickle here. So hang on. Do you guys ever use the actual USD value as information when choosing a coin to look at, like the first time? Did you look at randomly pick blah, blah, blah? Nope, I don't give a shit about the price, Jeremy. I'm looking at percent gains and the spot on the chart. I don't care about the value. I don't care what the cost is. What are your thoughts on 10 $1,000 coins versus one $10,000 coin? I feel like that's a good idea, but there's nothing wrong with having some $10,000 coins if you have the pocketbook to do it, because you're looking at great gains if you can do it. The problem is not everybody can. But if you can put 10 grand in algo and only have 1,000 in band, I don't think there's anything wrong with that, as long as you can get that money back out. You need to be able to get that money out, okay? That's important. All right. I'd like to start finding some unknowns. More eyes equals more targets for us all. Absolutely. That's what Gamer and Goombas and some other dudes did on one Saturday. They found coins like crazy. They just started scalping the market looking for them. I feel like I'm watching an old school Godzilla movie. Ha! All right. I don't know if it's a compliment or not, but I'll take it because I like the old school Godzilla movies. Either way, I don't think there's anything wrong with doing $10,000 coin, but you don't need to do many of those. If you want to do some $1,000 coins, fine. I'm doing the same thing. Like I said, I'm putting $1,000 in Myth. I've got $1,000 sitting on the side for Algo. Okay, I'm waiting. One Harmony, I think I've got 500 ready for it, and some other stuff. Like I'm ready to put this in, but I'm just not going to commit until I see the bottom, because I don't think the bottom's in. Okay, I just don't. I want to see it first. Now, we can talk more about this in the Telegram group. I just wanted to kind of give you an idea of what I'm talking about and what I'm seeing here. And then we can kind of tie it all together. We can keep going and tie it all together. Oh, Jeremy, exit out and rejoin. I got good stream data here, so it's just yours is lagging behind a little bit. I see what you're saying. My fault. So I want to get into something about the pivots. Look, like this is amazing. I got into a nice argument on Twitter with a dude over price action and all this other bullshit. Basically, his thing was I'm finding patterns and I see it, and that's how I base my buys and sells off of. Okay, and I was like, well, look, man, I don't have a problem with that as long as the patterns are legit. Like, you know, you're using real chart patterns like diamonds and, you know, Jack and Jill patterns and Hanging Man, all this. That's fine. We're using legit patterns, okay? No problem. The problem I have is when you just pick a point on the chart and say, this is where I think it's going. I don't like that. And my whole thing was I was saying was, you know, when we were down here, this candle, he was saying XRP was going to go to 28.7 cents. And I was like, 28.7, why? And he was like, 18%. That's why. I just know it's 18%. I was like, I don't like that. Tell me why. And he was looking on the 1 hour and the 2 hour charts, and he's looking in linear mode. And I'm like, well, first of all, I don't like linear mode. Second of all, you're looking at too low of a time frame. Look at the bigger time frames. So I looked at it and I go, well, dude, this thing's going to top out when it hits the pivot and drop. And when it drops, the bottom's down here at 21.5 to 20 cents. Okay. It's just the way it is. And he was like, nope, not going to happen. And I've just been sitting there watching it, just monitoring it to see if I'm wrong or right or whatever, you know. No one's going to listen to me if they're wrong anyway. They're just going to say I don't know what I'm talking about or I got lucky. And that's fine too. I get lucky an awful lot. I must have got real lucky on that VET call. Like, that's the luckiest call ever, isn't it? That's the luckiest call I've ever seen. Anyway, what we see here is this thing bounced right off the pivot. So what I want to do is talk about the pivots and explain to people how they work and what they do. So I'm going to record this separately too, okay? Well, I can't use the XRP Bitstamp because that image has got all my stuff on it. I'll just do this one. All right. Let's see. Let's read some questions off real fast before I get into recording this video. I'm going to make this video like 15 minutes long, and then I'm going to add this video into the chart instructional videos because the pivots work great. Okay. All right. So let's see. Thank you, Keith. Great analysis. You're welcome. I appreciate you asking questions and working through it with everybody else. It's really dope. There's a shit ton more coins on there we can look through too. If you have your choice in mind, enter with a small amount, like 5 to 10% of your possible entry amount. I agree. Don't put too much in there that you're not willing to lose. Never put more than you're willing to lose. As you gain confirmations, then you can always add based on the strength of the chart. Correct. You can start small and add more along the way. She's got a million things on her profile that she never logs off of. I can see it. Shit goes. Some coins would have more positions as it gains strength in the chart. Agreed. I agree with the diversifying with the small amounts and then increase them as you gain strength and the confirmation in specific zones. Agreed. Should I start out new looking long hold or find some quick hitters that I can maybe make a small amount? Jeremy, I'm going to tell you this. You're in a trading group, so I wouldn't worry about long holding right now. You don't have a massive amount to long hold with. And really, since we've found out that charts start and stop and start and stop, there's really no reason to long hold anything. We can play these points, and I mean, the information's flying around like crazy in the Telegram group of what these price points are anyway. I wouldn't worry about long holding much at all. Because you have a narrow amount that you're playing with, and it's much easier to get in and out with that narrow amount than it is with a big amount. With the big amount, it's super hard because you have to find liquidity, and you have to manage all this stuff. But if you only have a little, it's easier because you're only in a couple things. You can get in and get out easily, no problem. All right. Okay, so let's do this pivot video, okay? Let me pull it off, and then I'm going to add it on in the video. And if y'all got any questions about the pivots, please ask, and I'll answer them while we're doing it here. Let me buy me a drink first. All right. All right, man. We got 15 people on here, by the way. Whoever y'all are, holler, man. I want to hear who y'all are, where y'all from. It turns out we got a new guy in the group. Hey, what's up, Rug? What's up, my guy? We got a guy from China in the group now. He was over in the Forex group, and he's been watching. And he's over in Wuhan, which is crazy. But he's in China. So, I mean, we got almost every country. We lack Antarctica. Continent. We lack Antarctica. I think that's it. That's the only one we don't have was Asia. So, and I'm never going to get one from Antarctica. So you take what you can get on that. But we got one from everywhere else. Or South America. Do we got somebody from South America in here? I don't think we do we? South America is what we got to add then. We need one more. All right, Rug. So, you were talking about how you were going to deep dive on stuff. Well, I'm about to hit you got in just at the right time because I'm about to start this video about how pivots work. Boats and hose, man. I got to get me my boats and hose. All right, here we go. Hey, what's up, everybody? Keith back. I got the crew over here in the chat. We've been chopping it up on the charts. I want to go over a new indicator to add to the list of instructional videos so we can get better at charting, and we can help find places to get in and places to get out a little bit better. Okay, I'm going to go over this indicator with you. It works really well. There's a few different ways to set it up, and I'm going to explain it to them as I do it. Okay, so I'm going to go to my indicators now, which is up here. I've already got this saved, but feel free to do it on your own. All right, so on the search box, I'm going to type in pivot points, and up pops multiple different ones, but pivot point standard is the one I'm looking at here. I've already got a star beside it, so it's one of my favorites. I'm going to add it to the chart. All right, as you see, I got these orange lines up here. Yours is going to look a little different because I've changed mine, okay? But we're going to go to end. You're going to click on the little, you hover over this, you get this gear icon. Click on the gear. You're going to get style and inputs here, okay? I'm going to click on inputs, and right here you have type. You can do all different ones, but I want you to click on Fibonacci and leave it on there. All right, after that, you can set the number of pivots back you want to use. I only like 2 because it tends to jumble my chart up, but you can add more if you'd like. I think it goes all the way up to 15, if I'm not mistaken. So you can have 15. So, but I'll stick with 2 because I don't want to look so far back. Sometimes 3 I'll do, but 2 is good enough for now. Style, you can change the colors if you'd like, the thickness of the lines. I like them to be kind of thin so it doesn't stick out on my chart too much. Up to you. When you're done, save as default right here. And this saves this in your settings so that you don't accidentally get kicked back to auto or something else off of the Fibonacci setting. The Fibonacci setting is important, okay? Click OK. You got your you got your points up here. And right now I got the XRP open because everybody likes XRP. I just wanted to show you how the pivot points work. So, what are the pivot points? Well, it's pretty simple. It's predetermined resistance and support lines built into the chart. And it's not just any resistance and support lines. It's predetermined software trading lines that get hit all the time in the chart. Okay, these software bots, that are 94% of all trades in the cryptocurrency world run off of support and resistance lines. And they have no emotions. And when they hit these lines, they get out and they go, okay? Or they get in and they ride. One of the two. It's the beauty of a bot. All right. So let's go over what we see right now. I'm going to pull these candles off. We got just the pivot points up there. We got a few different parts, okay? 3 things about the pivots. You've got, first, I'm just going to use a little marker here. The P line right here, which is the pivot line, okay? That's number 1. The standard pivot line, okay? Anything above this is bearish. Anything below, bullish. Anything below this is bearish. Bullish up, bearish down, okay? Simple enough. The R lines, resistance. The S lines, support. That's not very complicated at all, is it, everybody? I think that's pretty dang simple. Pivot means either up or down. Which one we're going to do? Are we over it or under it? Okay. Resistance lines. Pretty self-explanatory. We already have a resistance lines video in the instructional video section. Pretty simple. All right. So how do they work? Well, it's pretty easy. There's time frames involved. Okay. Because a lot of trading bots trade on time frames, and they get in and get out of their time frames. When the time frames change, they move. Okay. If you look through the different time zones here, time intervals that we have, I got it on the daily right now. If we click on the monthly, these lines are completely different. Okay. The monthly chart has much bigger moves. If we look at the 4-hour, sorry, excuse me, you'll notice that the lines are completely different again. They're much tighter together. It's important to know this, okay, because you can trade multiple different time frames with the pivot points, so long as you're being careful and monitoring what you're doing. How do they work? I like it. This is the best part. There's a couple pieces to this, and I want you to kind of bear with me as I'm talking about it so that you can kind of understand what I'm saying, okay? Under resistance, we don't buy. On top of support is where we buy. Okay, under resistance is where we sell. Okay, so what if a candle set comes up and makes a move, does something like this, and hits the support line and comes up and almost breaks the pivot line, but doesn't, and starts fluttering back down? Okay, and doesn't do what we want it to. Well, this is not breaking the line. When we don't break the line, we are to automatically assume that we are going to go back down. Okay, a standard rule in charting, a standard rule. When you're above resistance but below support, you will test the support first, which is down. Almost every time. You will test the support below first before you go up. It's just the way charts work. It's a emotional sentiment because people don't want to lose their money. They see a chart going sideways and they start hesitating and they don't want to move. If they do move and they see that down and they see that thing testing support, people start moving out, and bots see this too. And bots say, okay, I'm out. I'll just wait. All right. And we're using these lines to determine what that is. So let's put the candles back up there and we can see an example. All right. Now with the candles up there, it kind of makes more sense. Under the pivot or over the pivot? Which one are we? Well, we tried to get over it, but we didn't make it, and it immediately pulled down. And it pulled down really hard. So hard, in fact, that it went right through the support line. That's not good, is it? Now, what happened after that? It tried to get back up over it, didn't it? It didn't make it. Under support, do we buy that? No. We buy on top of support. So this pivot point right here would have told us not to buy yet. Why? Because it didn't close over what we wanted it to close over. Move this here, move this here, circle this one. See this? We made a hard move down. We caught support here. That's good. So we could have bought this and moved up to here, but we didn't break this line. And this line was the really important one, okay, because we cut through it already and didn't get back over. And that's a kind of a hint that the chart was going to keep coming down some, wasn't it? And if we didn't have enough evidence there, if we just keep going over something, this thing immediately comes down again and goes right back to the support line. Interesting, isn't it? I didn't draw all these lines up here. You watched me add them. And when I added them, they went perfectly with the price action. So you could have traded nothing but these pivot points and watched and said, well, we were still over the pivot, we're still under the pivot, we're still over the pivot, whatever. You could have sat here and watched it, okay? Again, it failed to break them. And when it failed to break them enough times, down she went. Okay? It went under the pivot line again. Look. Tested it, and finally got over. Now, another thing about the pivot lines that you might not know about is they move after a certain amount of time. Remember I said there was a trading zone. If you look, it's from September 20th, or 1st September 2020, till the 1st of October. So these pivots right here only last a month on a daily chart. After a month, the lines move. If you don't understand what I'm saying, right here's the pivot line. See the P? But over here on the next month, it's way down here. What does that scream to you? If I had one line up here and one line down here, that's screaming down to me. That's not screaming up. So I wouldn't be looking to buy this at all. I'd be waiting. I'd be waiting to see it get back up over the pivot line. And once it's over the pivot line, what does that mean? When it's over the pivot line, bullish. But we're not over this pivot line yet, are we? We're still under it. Okay, so we need to get over this, and we can use this pivot line as kind of a reference point to buy. We're not over it yet, so let's just not buy yet. Simple as that. Does it always work? No. Pivot points aren't exact, but they give you a really good idea. And when you do something like you add in Fibonacci retracement with it, that's when it gets really cool, because you start to see your targets. Now, we know Fibonacci targets are 1618 a lot of times. Now, I didn't even do this before we did this chart up here. I just popped it up here real quick. But look, if I put a box on 1618, you guys know I do boxes. I don't do lines to hit. I like a box because I can't control all the price action perfectly, but I can get close. Okay? Look, you see what's under there? Let me hide these candles. Look at that. I pulled this Fibonacci set and look exactly where it went. Right to R1, which lines up with 1618. Like perfectly lines up with 1618. What does this tell me? That tells me that that's a pretty good potential target. Okay? A pretty good one. Are we going to go there yet? Pump the brakes. Don't get too excited. That's just a goal. Okay? We haven't met that goal yet. It's just an idea. Okay? It's a predetermined target though. Now, where's the pivot line at? Oh boy. That's not good, is it? The pivot line is right next to Sniper Alley. Do you play around in Sniper Alley? No, you do not play around in Sniper Alley. You're either above it or out of it. Okay? And look what happened. Yeet. Down and out of it. And now it's trying to find its footing down here, okay? It needs to find its footing before it can get back up and take another swing at it. If it can't break this pivot line, remember what I said. If we don't break a line enough times, we move down one. If we can't break support enough, we move up. All right, we're going to sit here and play around with this line for a little bit. If it doesn't break this line, we're going down here to S1. Okay, that's what's going to happen. It's the way pivots work. One more thing about the pivots. Now listen, you can take that retracement, by the way, and play around with it and look around and just find potential targets on the chart. I don't have any other indicators up here. It's just this one, okay? If I add in others, you know, like the moving averages and stuff like that, all of a sudden I get even more confirmation. I had the pivot line, the 886 line, and the 50 moving average all in this box. That's almost a guarantee that box is going to get hit. Okay? That many stopping points, you can pretty much take that shit to the bank. It's going to hit that stopping point. Is there any more? Well, I'm approaching one. This S1 line is getting real close to this 200 MA. Real close. So much so that it kind of makes me think it's a target to come down and hit. If it cannot hold this and get up over, it's coming down. We're going to hit this 200 moving average. And what we know about moving averages are like magnets on the chart. And the strongest one is the red 200 moving average. Simple as that, okay? Now, the last thing I'll tell you about pivots, which is what I was going to tell you a second ago, is some of the other guys who have already been in here and know about the pivot lines understand what I mean when I'm saying this, but you'll see the pivots do what I call floating. What does that mean? You'll see the price inside the pivot lines, but not breaking them. It's kind of floating around. Let's add some more in here just so we can see some more. There we go. There's some more. See, I got 5 of them on here now. It floated. When we have it sitting in between the pivot points, S1 and S2 right here, it's just sitting in between. Typically, the price action goes down before it goes up. Okay? It's just the way it works. And sure enough, that happened here. It went down before it went up. And we're doing it again. We're starting to float in between these pivots and do not have much of anything. That tends to mean down. Okay? When will that happen? I don't know. We got an election coming up next month. So it's possible that idle's right the whole time. I don't know. We can't say. We're not sure yet. So I don't like to guess. I'm just using these pivot points as an extra point of reference to find my targets on the chart. These guys wonder how I find targets all the time. This is it. Okay, I use this, the Fibonacci retracement, the moving averages, the indicators, what all they doing. I'm looking at all of it, and I take all of it in a bowl. And the more pros I've got than cons, give me a better idea of what I'm doing and what I'm not doing, okay? That's it for pivot points. There's not much more else to it. It's pretty simple. Is it surefire? No. Do the lines get hit a lot? Yes. So, use them and pay attention to them. Other than that, we'll see y'all guys in the next video, on the next instructional video, which we'll do. Not sure what indicator we'll do yet, but we'll get to it then. Peace. All right, I hate being all corny on these freaking videos, but you got to do it sometimes, right? You got to, and y'all were down dropping solar flare shit in the background. I saw it. I was trying not to laugh. Solar flare shit. Who said it? Oh my God, it was fucking Darth, of course. He said, let's see, dicks. What kind of group is this? No one from Antarctica? I'm leaving. Nick's awesome. This some bullshit. Storm's off. Jeremy's stupid. Oh God. A search barks. What the hell? My pivots I don't think are set up right at all. I never messed with the settings on them or anything. 786 solar flare berries up in here. Damn it, dude. The solar flare fairy berries. I can barely say that. Wow. Thanks, Darth, on the confirmation zones. Bro, the weed chocolate is kicking in. I think I'll pack a bowl. So high I'm playing ping pong with Jesus. Oh, God, I'm just waiting for you one day to accidentally draw a dick on a chart and live feed without realizing that that's going to be the golden age on YouTube. This is stupid, dude. She made blueberries. Crohn's disease. Yep, I already know. Hope she's doing good, by the way. Yes, for all charts. And if you'll notice, Jeremy, the 4-hour ones move every week. And the monthlies move every year. You just have to kind of like look at it and gauge it. Let's see. It's a brutal disease. Yep. Yes, break and hold with confirmation. I always want to see confirmation when I can. Keith, I just want to say I'm super proud of you, man. Look at you dropping knowledge bombs to the masses. Grandma is smiling. Man, I hope so, dude. Man, I don't know, dude. It's just one of them things, man. I'm just like, I feel like I know something and I can help teach people. And if they can learn from me and get better, I think that means the world to me. I don't want anybody's money. I just want y'all guys to make money with me, so that when we all have money, we got somebody to hang out with. Because, bro, I don't have any friends, dude. This is what I do. Y'all are my friends. This is it. I'm not really a people person. I tried to get multiple people to join this group who I'm friends with on Facebook. One joined. One. That's Josh. And he mostly talks to me on Facebook. I don't think he's super into TA yet. He's trying. But he's a heat and air guy, so it's not easy. You know what I'm saying? But I got a couple other people into it, and I tried, and they just don't take it serious. And I don't think they understand the opportunity that they have. You know what I mean? They just don't quite get the opportunity that they have staring them in the friggin' face. That's whatever. Let's see. Rogue, did that help you out at all with the pivot points? You understand what I was talking about? You didn't get any of it? Oh, word. Okay. Talking about Chris. What you're doing is key. This is the using the knowledge coming from the heart recipe to help people. For real, man. I mean, it ain't necessarily me giving you money or nothing like that. I've kind of learned when I dealt with homeless people, in Charlotte, that you don't give them money. You can hand people money, but that doesn't get them anywhere because money just buys you things that you don't necessarily want. More tangible things like food and clothing and stuff like that mean more to people. At first, it doesn't because they want the money. But then they realize they got something that they wouldn't necessarily have bought, and it makes it better. You know what I mean? So, all right, good deal, Rogue. I mean, it's a simple indicator. Pivot points are a simple thing. It's not very complicated. So, it just helps you look and see. You know what? We're probably gonna hit this spot right here and stop. When we hit this spot, I know what's happening. Okay, and there's a lot of people out there not using pivots, and they're just guessing, Rogue. And you'll be able to easily find them when you go chat somewhere else. I'm sure. Hopefully, I mean, they're not talking, but hopefully some of those guys are even watching this, which would make me super happy because, I'm not trying to be negative or something. The last few streams I've been trying to be super positive and stuff and not be a dick. Like I said, I'm not a people person. I get it. I'm not a people person. So, y'all are my people. So, hey, no, I don't make them. I know my problems. I'm just a dude. Let's see. Knowledge and drive to success to solve problems. Absolutely, dude. It pisses me off not knowing answers. I want to know answers. When you do what I do for a living, your job is to find the answer. Okay? Like when you fix air conditioners for a living, and someone calls you and says, my air conditioner's broke, can you fix it? And you go out there, they're looking at you, like right at you and saying, can you fix it? There's nobody behind you to turn around and say, hey man, do you think I can fix it? No, it's you. And when I worked and did residential air conditioning work, I'd have new guys start and apprentice people start, and I'd try to teach them the ways, And a lot of times they didn't get that they were the guy now. The customer's looking at you. What are you going to do about it? Are you going to fix it, or are you going to act scared? What are you going to do? And a lot of times they would clam up and didn't know what to do. I'm like, no, man. Have some confidence, bro. Show up and do your thing. Because you're the guy now. Okay? It's just one of them things. It's like, I want to know answers. I have to find answers. Why can't I find the answers? And I look at a chart and I want to know the answers. And if I can't find the answers, it kind of irritates me. And I get obsessed sometimes. Like, look at this chart and tell me that I don't have a problem. Like, look. I clearly have a problem. Look. Who does this and then shares it to the world? I clearly have a problem. Clear, you know what I'm saying? It's whatever. Absolutely, Jeremy. When they start pulling them damn doors down, and the homeless people basically sleep in front of the door, that lets you know, man. And they're up and gone by the time that company opens in the morning. We've seen signs, and next economic downturn is going to show more and more reason to stay. Exactly. Didn't I do a lot of that on live feed? What are you talking about? Did I do a lot of this? No, I did this one day at work. When I was at work. I did it before, but not on the live feed. I didn't do it this detailed. Like, look what happened right here, Rug. See what I'm saying? Right off of S1. Why did I have that box there? That's exactly why I had that box right there. I knew that was going to stop. Not only did I have this S1 right here, the trend line was coming right up through it. This downward trend line, or this upward trend line right here was coming right up through it. It's a pennant, a big pennant. Okay, a big wedge. Big wedge. Making a head and shoulders. Big, massive fucking head and shoulders. And it's going to drop. Okay. So, I was, first of all, you don't ever really know a chart's going to go. But I had a really good feeling that all this was going to hit these points. Now, look, I didn't draw a very big arrow up right here either, did I? I drew a small little arrow. Why? Because I think as far as it's going to go is this pennant here and then drop more. And that's going to follow Bitcoin. We're going to hit the last leg down here. Maybe even all the way to S2 down here. But I'm not positive on that. So I didn't put that line very tight here. I wanted to make this box because anywhere in this box is good enough for me. That's good enough. Good enough. I'll take anything in this box. If I hit this box, my buy's triggered. And I got, like I said, I have $1,000 for algo for just for algo. So been watching this chart really hard. What did I just tell you about pivot points? When you're under resistance but over support, what do you tend to do? You tend to test support first. We're going to test this support. It's big support. Plenty of it there. It cannot break through all of that. It will not break through all of that. It'll test it. It won't break through all that. I'm smart enough to know how these charts work by now. That's too much support to break through. And if it was flipped up the other way around, that'd be too much resistance for it to go through and it would drop. That's the way it works. Explain that to some people and they'll tell you you're wrong. Driving for really over my eyes, that right? It's looking like the Rain Man. Oh, God. That means I'm only good at math and I only have one friend is Matt Dillon. Wasn't that on Step Brothers when John C. Reilly did that? So you just quoting Rain Man? He said, no, what's Rain Man? Yeah, anyway, my friend's Matt Damon or whatever. Ben Affleck, that's what he said. My friend's Ben Affleck. Did that candle wick down to S1? Yes, it did. See it right there? Almost touched it. Not quite. Yeah, it's triangulation. If you can get 2 to 3 confirmation lines and it's strong. That's exactly right. That's what I was saying when the XRP chart said that. When I was up there a second ago looking at that, I had 3 points in the same spot saying, hey, here's the place. When it was up here, I bet you if I drew a resistance line, there'd be a resistance line right here too. But I had 3 points, right? I got a trend line, all that. It's like multiple confirmations saying, here's the spot. Okay, here's the spot. Right, okay, yeah, you saw it. All right. So we talked about pivot points. We talked about diversification. We updated the market. Does anybody got any other coins they want to look at? Because it's about 12:30. I've been trying to end this a little quicker and it hasn't worked out. Every time I try to end it a little quicker, it takes a little longer. So does anybody got anything else they want to look at? Any other coins? I know ontology was something I wanted to look at. And I know Mr. Phibb has that on his list too. Oh yeah, shitter. Okay. So we went up. We've come back down. We hit our target box right here on this retrace. Look at that. I haven't looked at this ontology chart in a little while, but look what it did. It went up here and hit this green box. First of all, it came down and hit this box. Then it went up and hit that box. Now what do we got to do? We got to find a new one. Let's erase both of these because both those targets got hit perfectly. Not going to take credit for that because it's pretty easy. It's not rocket science to see where the simple action is going to go. Oh, look. Well, you know. What do you know? Another touch on S1. Not only that, but the 1272 line was right there near it. Interesting. It's almost like I thought that might happen. It's not that complicated, is it? No, it's not. There we go. That'd be the first target. I also have this big monthly line right here. That big monthly line is screaming at me. Hey man, I might come down there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw another box down here. And it's going to encompass both the monthly line and my 1618 because I don't know exactly where the price action is going to go. And I don't want to guess, but I see this big ball of support right here that's got to break through. I don't think it's going to get through it. There's some back here it's got to get through also. I don't think it gets through all that. So, right in here's my target. The 1272, 1414, 1618, and then this monthly fib line is right in here. Might we test it and bounce around it? Sure, could happen. I can't control price action. I'm not going to sit here and try to be like knock every penny of this out. So that's a close estimate though. If they can't hold that, S2 is way down here. Okay, way down here. But that's got to push through some resistance to get down there, which would be all this. And I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening. All right, let's see. All right, let's see. This stuff is slowly becoming easier and easier for me to see, even with all the extra stuff on the charts. Absolutely. What happens is, like, your eyes are different than mine, so you're going to see it differently. I don't like my chart to get too jumbled because when it does, it just distracts me and makes me angry. It makes me want to delete it all. So if I just don't get to that point, I won't delete it. You know what I'm saying? I just want to leave a box or two up there, and I can go back and look and say, oh, look, I hit my target. And it kind of confirms to me that I'm doing it right. And if I'm missing a lot of targets, then I know I'm doing it wrong, and I need to figure out what I'm doing wrong. Make sense? I don't want to confirm my bias. I want to find what I'm missing and fill in the gaps. It's really important, okay? I'm not looking to confirm anything for myself. If I hit a target, great. I'm going to say good. If I miss, I'm going to tell you I missed, okay? Like CRV. You know what I mean? I missed. I think a lot of people missed on that fucking DeFi crap. I warned people and I fell for it too, okay? So, won't happen again. You learn, fool me once. What did George Bush said? There's an old saying in Tennessee. I don't know about Tennessee, but I know it's in Texas. You fool me once. Shame on you. You fool me, I can't get fooled again. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Okay? So, you got me the first time. Second time, it's my fault. So it won't happen again. Let's see. At first just looked like a drawing someone's toddler did to me. Yep, that's the number one reason that people don't do TA. Because they all say the same thing, Jeremy. They all say, oh, that looks like a bunch of fucking scribbly lines. Yeah, right. How's that supposed to work? The number one backlash thing I get on Twitter is that. They send me that one chart that's got 700 lines drawn on everywhere. That's the number one thing I get sent to me. Especially in my inbox. I just delete them now. I don't even read them anymore. I deleted like 60-something messages today. Did you already look at Pearl? That's the first time I heard of it, and you have it as a T1. I'm intrigued. Yeah, we talked about it earlier. I'll pull it back up here in a second. Also set the stop loss. Yeah, stop losses are really important. Set your stop losses. Yeah, I do that all the time, Jeremy. I cut them on and off like this. See, I have this up there, and I'll look at it, and I'll be like, yeah, I see what I need to see, and I'll cut it off. Or I'll take one part of the indicator out. Like I see these bands tightening on ontology right here. I see them getting tight, and that lets me know, okay, we're getting price action here. Look, hey, look at that. The Bollinger Bands are sitting right on this monthly fib line, like foreshadowing, as in that could be a target. And if not, they're coming up to 1414. It's like foreshadowing. It's interesting, isn't it? Interesting, isn't it? Pearl has potential. We read her moves from the day of when March dropped, and we tracked it and wrote it up. Pearl is one that few inspired the tits play. Yeah, we'll talk about the tits play on Thursday. I'll make a whole video just based on that, Darth. And I guess we're going to call it the Darth tits play, not just the tits play, because I think it's important. Because you came up with that. So we'll talk about that on Thursday. We'll do a whole video on it. Because just like me, they couldn't make heads or tails of what they were looking at, when in reality, everything on the charts meant something different. Absolutely. It all means something different. But I think the number one thing to remember on the charts is don't look at the price. The price is irrelevant. You want percentage gains and percentage losses. That's all we care about. We want percentage gains and percentage losses. If there's enough loss on the chart, we're going to get some up. If there's enough gain on the chart, we're going to get some down. Measure it, find a spot, and buy it and sell it. It's not that hard. There's literally 200 different ways to do it. There's 200 different indicators on TradingView. Find the ones that work. I teach the ones that work for me. There are some others. The dudes over in the Forex group, the Academy of Forex. There's a whole Discord channel. There's a whole YouTube channel, the Academy of Forex. The guy has 120 something indicators, I think now, 130. He's went over 40. There was 43 winners. What was that? I think I was on number 80 something, and there was 43 winners that were at least 60% accurate. Okay, combine the ones that you like, and you get even more accurate. You know what I'm saying? That's why I do more than one indicator on the chart at a time. I want to see more than one way. And if a couple indicators are saying yes and a couple indicators are saying no, then I've got mixed reviews and I don't do anything. TA equals tits and ass. Yes, it does. But it all fits together like a puzzle. Yep. It's knowing the lingo and having the knowledge to decipher stuff. Speaking of the lingo, at first when I watched The Big Short, that threw me off. And it even tells you in the movie The Big Short when it starts, it says, you're going to hear all kind of terms in this movie that don't make sense to you. And I said, that's by design. And these things don't make sense because if they made sense to you, you'd want to know what they are and how they work. And you'd be into it. So it's complicated on purpose. You know what I mean? It's complicated on purpose. The same way the military uses an acronym for everything. And you don't know them all. So it takes discipline to learn them all. You know what I'm saying? It's a skill. The Big Short, you can actually download it, Jeremy. That's probably the best thing for you to do. Just put your VPN on and download it. The Big Short is great. I can't find it for free anywhere other than just running a torrent on it. Because, yes, we still torrent stuff. It's 2020. Because we invented torrenting in my generation. That's right. We invented your lovely cell phones that you like. We got rid of your rotary crap. There's no more dial-up thanks to our generation. Hey, what's up, James V? Watching from the beginning. I know you're not hearing me right now, but that's cool. I'm glad to see you, brother. We're just looking over some charts, doing some stuff. Mr. Phibb has a really good question this morning, so we decided we'd go over it on the stream and kind of just get an idea of how things work. And it works pretty good. There's a BTT coin called BitTorrent. Well, that might be the way that I torrent stuff, Darth. I'll put April on it. She'll find it, no problem. Bro, isn't that crazy, right? Like, I'll struggle with something, and I'll hand the computer to the girlfriend. She's like, you just didn't do it right. Click this and this, and it works. I'm like, what the hell ever. I did figure out how to take quicker snapshots on Opera. There's a little camera up in the corner. You just click the camera button, and it takes a... it takes a screenshot for you. I feel like such an idiot now. So, you know. Anybody got any other coins real quick? I said, how ridiculous is that shit? I know. We're seeing some upward stuff here, but it's all going to be upward retracement again. I know y'all want this shit to hurry, but it's not going to hurry. It's just going to keep dragging along and dragging its feet and going slow. But we saw some big moves today, okay? We're starting to see it happen. We're starting to see it happen, and it's going to keep doing this, okay? Don't panic. Everybody just relax and watch it happen. You want it to go down? By God, it's going down, okay? It's going down. Exactly. I totally feel your pain, brother. I know exactly what you're talking about. Should have sent me figure out how to use a little snip tool. I got this little snip tool on the laptop where I can find a picture and just snip it out. I know how to use it. She showed up with 2 buttons and it was done. I'm like, wait, really? Like, I was sitting there with a mouse for 30 minutes. You don't even need a mouse. I'm like, yeah, I'm aware of that now. So anyway, data coin, DTA. Is that what you're talking about, Darth? DTA popped up data. Is that the same coin you're talking about? I want to make sure. DTA. Yeah, it pops up data automatically. Let's see, this one's totally different. Well, that chart looks like shit, though. Well, that one looks awful, too. If we're talking about this one, it's a very technical chart. It's got a lot of gain left in it, but it also has a really nasty looking resistance levels. It kind of looks like XRP without the first half missing, which I'm not fond of. I don't like that. We'll just make some quick lines here. Same thing I do on every single chart y'all see me do. First thing I do is resistance lines. Why? Because they matter. Resistance lines are the keys to price action on the chart. Resistance and support. I'm sorry, not just resistance. Resistance and support. They're the keys to the chart. Without the keys, you don't drive the car. Or you shouldn't anyway. A lot of resistance here, fellas. I don't like this chart so much. This one doesn't make me very happy. Dude, I don't know about this one. That's a lot of price action to break through. I'd rather find another one with better liquidity, to be honest with you. I'd rather find one with better liquidity. This chart looks a lot like Monero, a lot like XRP. I'd rather just buy those two because I can get endless liquidity on those. And this data coin is new and it could still go down more. I would rather go with a more sure thing. If it wants to get up here and break some levels, we can talk turkey, but it hasn't even blinked at that yet. And if I do the June move here, which is about here. About there. Yeah, the 1414 would be the target. Hey man, the gains are there though. You're talking about 2,300%. Now I start listening. Yeah, okay. 2,300%. I see you. That's just from the June 19 area. You know what? I like the way that sounds. Maybe it's worth $100. Maybe it's just a $100 shitter. What do you think? $100 shitter data? I don't hate it. Or DTA, not even data. Sorry to yawn on camera, but I'm getting sleepy, y'all. All right, what else we got? We'll do one or two more. My ass is starting to hurt. Went on the run all damn day long. Been going since 5:30. Yeah, I think it's worth $100, Darth. I like the gains. The risk reward is good for me. I like the risk reward. I'm all about that risk reward. If the reward is high enough, I will take the risk. If the reward is not high enough, I will not take the risk. I'll find something else. There's too many charts to stress over it. Too many good charts to stress over it. Just do it already. Come on. It's a CME chart. Even it's starting to buckle over now. It's under the 8 and the 21. It's like it's pointing toward the 100. The 50's curling over on us. The bands are tightening. Yeah, she's going to get down there and get dirty. Just needs to get it over with. Let me give me some bylines. The usual one dislike. I know, brother. It's all good. It's one of the guys that don't see eye to eye with me. You know, a lot of people don't see eye. You know, they're not twats. It's fine. They just don't see eye to eye with me. They don't. You know, they don't see what I see as far as technical analysis. They see. You know, they see it different. They see massive gains on the horizon real quick, and I don't see that. And they care a lot about the utility and this stuff, you know, with XRP. And I, honest to God, I don't give a shit about any of that. Imagine how pathetic you'd have to be to receive live notifications just that you can dislike. It's a true story. But if you come and subscribed and got notifications just to dislike, well, that's cool. Because, I mean, you're still watching, right? Even though you don't like me. That's fine. There's lots of people who don't like me. Welcome to the club. I'm universally hated everywhere, brother. It's all good. Like I said, I'm not a people person. I don't claim to be. I'm not the life of the party like I used to be. I've chilled way out. So, yeah, it's whatever, man. I don't care about you. Some guy asked me today on Twitter because I posted a VET chart and it was going down. You know, I posted that same VET chart that I put on the Telegram group. And he said, I don't even get what VET's for anyway. And I said, to be honest with you, I don't care. I just want it to throw me a byline. And when it throws me a byline, I will buy. And he didn't say anything back except, you know, he just hearted the comment or whatever. Yeah, I mean, honestly, dude, if they dislike it, but they watch the video and they get something from it, I'm cool with it. That's what Nick just said. They're helping their algorithm. They're helping the algorithm. Yeah, that's true. But I'm not doing it for subs or likes or anything like that, dude. It's really just about helping people. So, and I enjoy doing the videos because I'm charting with y'all and y'all are pulling up things that I may not see, which is cool. We can all do it interactively. Why wouldn't you want to do it interactively? We don't need to have some kind of damn bureaucracy here that stops everybody else from doing it. That's not cool. I like to go with the, you know, like if you're a gambler and you're betting horse races, you might pick the underdog. But in charting, you don't want to pick the underdog. You want to pick the front runner. And I don't mean like the one that's got the highest price. I mean the one with the most confirmation. That's the one I want to go with. I want the one with the most confirmation or the most gains. That would be a front runner to me. And I want to find that chart and I want to buy it. So I'm a little different. I'm a little different on that aspect. Yeah, can we look at Pearl? Absolutely, you're right. I forgot to look at that. You know what's in my head is the fucking Fleetwood Mac song. I can't get it out of my head now. It won't go away. I'm just singing it in my head right now. Ugh. Girlfriend loves her some damn TikTok, and she's watched that dude ride that skateboard like 300 times. Ugh. Y'all should have seen how much he was up on fantasy football. Papa Nick there, man, he was killing it on fantasy football. Let's see. All right, we'll look at that real quick too, EJ. Assassins have morals too, man. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Do they? All right, so as we see here on Pearl, it made it up move and got sniped at 786. So I went ahead and here's my target boxes. First of all, let's do 1618. There, just rough target boxes. That's fine. Let's flip this fib around and see how far it's coming down real quick. This is monthly. Let's just do weekly so we can get a better view of it. You can see there it's retraced pretty hard. And it's still trying to go more, which tells us to just check monthly. And the monthly, you see we got a little bit to go here, and it looks like it erased my friggin' 786. Why? It's my favorite line. Okay. Yeah, so we could hit 786 or 886 and get trapped here and have to make a decision. One of these two boxes, one of these prices right here are going to be my buy for Pearl. If I was going to buy Pearl, it'd be between 0.17 and 0.138. 0.17 to 0.14. One of them two. Uh-oh. Hang on. Oh, bro, Rug sent me the freaking dude on the pumpkin riding the skateboard, dumping Starbucks on top of the pumpkin. That was pretty funny, too, though, I'm be honest with you. That's pretty funny. The pumpkin spice version was pretty funny. Oh, yeah, I saw you on 1500, man. That was good. Alright, let's see. Pumpkin spice Fleetwood Mac. I ended up with 1500. Yeah, that's solid. RIP, though. What is DK Nick? DraftKings, yep. Alright, Chickadee brother. Oh, yeah, I watched it. Dude, girlfriend's watched it 300 times. I've had to listen to that and this chick on TikTok doing these funny videos and stuff and people laughing at her. Like, I wish I was smart enough to be on that stuff and make millions. He actually remade the video? That's freaking great, dude. How about Eddie Van Halen dying today? That sucked. Oh my god, that's my favorite rock band of all time. Like, Van Halen transcended rock and roll. And then freaking Eddie died? Like, dude, he's one of the greatest guitarists to ever live. He's one of the first persons to play metal music with 4 fingers. Like, man, that sucks, dude. 2020. Bro, it just keeps coming. It's trash. People don't even know that Eddie Van Halen played the guitar section of Michael Jackson's Thriller. He played the guitar section. Like, there's so much shit that Eddie Van Halen did. Like, you can play Eruption right now. People go, oh my god, what the hell is this? And that's just Eddie Van Halen Eruption. And you listen to it and you go, Jesus Christ, this is the craziest thing I've ever heard. And that was 1979 when he made that. So, I mean, that sucks, dude. My favorite rock band of all time. Anyway, alright, so it's like 1 o'clock. Anybody got anything else before I get off of here? Anybody got anything they want to look at real quick? Oh, no, Nano. Or was it Engine? What do you think? It was Nano, wasn't it? Weekly inverse head and shoulders, if I'm not mistaken. That's what we said. I seen the Dr. Phil Fleetwood Mac one too. He's riding around on a golf cart. That's pretty funny. Yeah, I see what you see. I see what you see. That inverse head and shoulders right there. I see you. Right here. Forming up. To the resistance lines, to the pivots. That's possible. That's possible, and that would coordinate with Bitcoin. Okay, pretty well. That would coordinate with Bitcoin. That'd be like 14.5 on Bitcoin, which would be the same here, which would be about 35 cents on XRP. That would be pretty good. So once this bottoms out and stops, this may all go all the way to S1 on Pearl on Nano here. It may go all the way to S1. before it comes back. We're not positive on that yet. It's failing support, so we'll see. That's shaky at best. All right, let's see. Eddie changed the game. You're damn right, Eddie changed the game. Dude, man, listen. People were playing Eddie Van Halen, and they don't even realize the music that those dudes back in the 70s made. Jimmy, Eddie, Jimmy Page. Those guys were playing shit on a whole nother level. And they still play it today. You watch any good movie that comes on TV today, any like good movie that comes on TV or in a theater, there'll be a CCR song played in it, okay? Creedence Clearwater Revival is in almost every single good movie. There'll be a CCR song in it somewhere, okay? It's fucking transcendent music. Doesn't matter what the movie is, there's a fucking CCR song in it, okay? Born on the Bayou or the Vietnam song or whatever. It'll always be at least one of them in there, okay? Dirty White Boy, great stuff, great music. Move the goalpost. Yeah, that's not even fair. I know, bro. From Quincy Jones, dude. He turned out to be a total douche. Total douche. Screwed Michael Jackson over. Like, come on, man. Who screws over the king? But he made some good music, though. Hey, man, that shit back in the day when Michael Jackson was first popping, dude, he was killing it. Well, I actually saw that before you drew it. I haven't even got those videos yet. Well, very good. It's not that complicated. It's the other way around means down. Okay? This way means up. The other way around means down. And what kind of chart is making the other way around? Well, there's the other way around. Do you see it? Shoulder, head, shoulder. Yeah, man, just doing it again. That was going to do the same thing, only down. Womp, womp, womp. Yeah, see right there, Nick says Page is the greatest in my opinion. Yeah, dude, you can sit and argue Eddie Van Halen and Jimmy Page and Jimi Hendrix and, Django. You could sit and argue those dudes playing guitar and say, no, I think this dude's better. No, I think this is better. It doesn't matter. They were all monsters. Monsters. Like, you could put Eric Clapton in there, B.B. King, Peter Frampton. Dude, those guys were so nasty on the guitar. So nasty on the guitar. Rip it apart. And just play all day long. It didn't even matter who it was with them. That's the cool thing about the music was, it didn't make a shit who you were or where you were from. It was all about the music. They just sat down and played music together. You didn't have to be a cool kid or black or white or purple or a man or a woman. It didn't make a shit, dude. If you could rip a guitar and play a drum beat, that's all they cared about. Sit down, have a beer, snort a line, and let's play some music. And they did it over and over and over again. Oh my God, it never stopped. It never stopped. Like, that's amazing. Look at all these coins down big time and Bitcoin hadn't even dumped. You're starting to see it, ain't you, Rug? You're starting to see it. Just what I was telling everybody. Don't get upset. Don't freak out. You haven't even seen the worst yet. It's going to look bad. Now, the good news is we may see some rebounds in between, which is what I'm kind of thinking. But, man, we don't play around when Mama BTC finally pulls that tampon out and that damn flow really gets going, okay? She ain't got no period cup. She's old school. I got a chance to see B.B. King and Charlotte live before he died. I know, man. They've been awesome to see, too. All right. So, 1 a.m., 10 after 1. I'm going to get off here. I appreciate everybody showing up. Y'all are badass. I'll be back on the Telegram at 5:30. But I'm going to go get a shower. And I had one taco, but I don't think I want any more because I'm going to get heartburn. Because I'm old. Old people get heartburn. Other than that, y'all straight up keep at it. I got alerts set if anything crazy happens. That way I can get on the charts and see something if it pops off and goes the wrong way on me real quick. Thanks to everybody. Y'all are welcome. Thank you, Jude. Thank you, Fib. Thank you, Darth, Jeremy, Frank, Harvey, Nick, Rug. Whoever else is on here that didn't want to talk because you're lurking, it's cool with me. You can lurk if you like. Everybody's welcome here, like me or not. I don't have to like you either. It's all about making money and coming together. We'll see y'all guys on the next video on Thursday. We'll talk about some new stuff on Thursday too. Till then, we'll see y'all next time. Peace.